yourself kettle and travel. No travel can happen without the kettle or the coffee, morning coffee that we need. That's how we get energized and that's how we start our day. So right now I'm in the balcony of my hotel room at Lotusama Hanoi Hotel here in the old quarters. It's been raining for quite some time. Enjoy the coffee and the weather. Good morning everyone. So we've just checked out of our hotel in Hanoi for a 2-day 1-night Halong Bay Cruise. Right now we are on the bus towards Halong Bay Harbour. We'll come back to the same hotel, so we've left most of our luggage there and only are carrying what's absolutely required for a night stay. Right now we are going through all the hotels, picking up folks who would be our co-passengers on this trip.
Nice to meet you. My name is Max and I'm your guide today. We are going to join the trip 2 days 1 night of the cruise to discover the beauty of Halong Bay, very famous in the world.
It's about 9:36 right now. We've been traveling for about an hour and a half since we started from our hotel pickup. We've stopped here for a quick break. It looks like a motel. Also, since it's a 2.5 hour journey, it obviously makes sense to take a break in between to give everyone that breather and stretch out legs. So that's this break. We'll spend probably 5 to 10 minutes here and then get on our way. Our tour guide named Max. He is a pretty good person, sounds pretty knowledgeable, gave us a good overview of the entire culture, language, food and Vietnam. What should you try, what should you put your hands on.
And the dot above that is the location we are standing here. So as you know, Halong Bay has a lot of small islands and islands, and
visited a pearl farm workshop where they showed us the process of making pearls, and there was also a showroom there in case someone wants to buy. Pretty heavy prices, so you may want to think twice. But just come down from the bus and are walking towards the harbor.
Please, đợi đây nhé. Everyone just stay here with a moment.
Okay. So some of the boats that you see would remind us of a Sundarban strip, almost similar in structure and shapes. But there are those bigger cruises that we are looking forward to be on. Let's see where is ours. So we are just boarding the tender boat for the Sapphire Cruise. As you can see, it's raining, so slightly Priya slippery hai. It's raining, so kind of slightly slippery, but we've got into the boat. It's raining pretty heavily outside. Let's see how does it impact our experience on the cruise. So we've just boarded the tender boat which would take us to the main cruise. Since the main cruise cannot come to the shores, they take us into these smaller boats, and then these boats go and dock with the bigger ships. So we are right now in this tender boat, and we'll soon be on our main ship. Looking. And then how do we see the beauty of Halong Bay?
I don't know. Picture, used to be. You have the camera already, even
Yeah.
taking the view in Halong Bay in the
camera. Okay. So we've come to the second floor first. Probably some instructions and guidelines. As soon as we board the boat, the first thing that someone needs is the Wi-Fi password. Let's see what it is. Oh, she found it there.
Sometimes they're strong week, not safe, and then the government not allow. Some people they come back in Hanoi, but now we are here. We are lucky already. We are getting on the boat already, right? Before we.
Just started sailing on our Sapphire Cruise. They are serving us lunch to start with because we are like half an hour delayed from what we initially thought of. This was primarily because of heavy rains that have been there in this area. So right now we are being served lunch and we've been given our room key. Our room is 200, which is a deluxe room on the first floor. So let's complete our lunch and then go to the room and check out the room. Ship has started, so the views are obviously amazing. So right now we are sailing on Sapphire Cruise into the Halong Bay. Halong Bay, as you all know, is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It is because of these peculiar limestone formations which have happened, which has given it a unique beauty of sorts. Halong Bay is a major tourist attraction because of all this. One of the important features of these limestone formations is that such mountains generally happen over land. It is unique in itself that these limestone carts or limestone mountains in Halong Bay are over water. So we opted to take a 1 night 2 day cruise. There is a day tour also available, but given the distance from Hanoi itself, we've chosen to take a stay tour. So we are now in our room. We've been given some time to just relax, unwind, and then we'll be going for a boating tour of caves. But for now, we're just enjoying the views. It's raining, so it's probably not the best thing that we would have wanted. A clearer skies are better to see the entire beauty. Right now, because of rains, there's a bit of mist and fog. So the entire view is not as great as it actually is. But still, it's very beautiful, very calming, very happening, and we're loving every moment of it right now. So in terms of geography, Halong Bay is towards northeastern part of the country. The entire Halong Bay area has about 1600 islands and islets. Only 40 of these are inhabited, rest of them do not have human inhabitation. Even for those 40, government has been trying to get folks out of these islands because it becomes dangerous for them when there are thunderstorms or heavy rains. However, these inhabitants are obviously reluctant to move out, so they're still there. Whatever the case be, even when these have been settled by human population for years, humans have not intervened with the nature's beauty or the overall structure and essence of this island. So the beauty is still raw and you still get to see what's purely offered by nature. There are obviously a number of cruises that happen. We've chosen the Sapphire Cruise because it looked like a pretty good thing with all the bathtubs and all the fancy amenities. But I'm sure the other cruises have similar amenities as well. One another factor that made us opt for Sapphire Cruise was the 2 days that we are on it. It takes us out of Halong Bay and takes us to the Lanha Bay. The benefit of that is Lanha Bay is less touristy, so less number of boats go there because it's farther from the harbor. So it gives you probably more uninterrupted views in some ways, and that's what we've heard, and we chose this one. Let's see how this experience is. It's kind of our first cruise experience. We've been on houseboats in LAP and Kashmir, but in terms of pure cruising on water and then getting to ocean, this is our first experience of sorts. So we're looking forward to next 2 days on Sapphire Cruise from Halong. So this is our room on the Sapphire Cruise. There's a single bed and a double bed. Then we have a washroom. Then we have a washroom which has a bathtub and all the requirements that one would need in a washroom. Then we come to the most important part of why we are here. A balcony overlooking the ocean. There's Almirah if you want to keep something. Then there are life jackets, which are obviously most important part when you are on a water vessel. There's a fire extinguisher as well, a small refrigerator and an air conditioning. So it is almost a 5-star luxury that you've got here for you. Let's start enjoying. So as you enter the boat, you come first to the reception. It's a 24/7 facility. You can come down here and find whatever you need. There's the world clock out here. This is the lobby where our room is. This is the first floor or the lowermost deck, lowermost passenger deck. There is a deck below this, but that's operational deck. So after showing our floor, we are climbing to the second floor, which is where the premium suites are, along with the restaurant at the far end, which we'll show you later. And then let's try climbing onto the deck above the restaurant deck, where the captain of the boat sits, and then there's a large sun deck as well. So these are private rooms areas, so in case someone takes up, if someone is taking those private areas, then you're not allowed to go in there. This is the sun deck of the Sapphire Cruise floating on the Halong Bay. There's a mini bar, or actually a bar, not a mini bar, small bar out there. This is the captain's room out here. And here's all the natural beauty that Halong Bay offers. Right now, oh thank you. So right now we've come out of the ship and we are now going to visit the Bride Cave. Now we are on a rowing boat floating towards the Bride Caves. These are caves within the limestone structures or casts that have come up over the water in Halong Bay. The entire Halong Bay is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and it's preserved, and special attention is given by the United Nations as part of UNESCO program to make sure the beauty and the inquisitiveness of this area remains intact. It's real pleasure to be here. Everything is so beautiful, so mesmerizing. It's raining, so that's a bit of damper, but other than that, it's picture perfect and worth every time and effort and money spent on this. So while you are on the boat, you do have a market available to yourself as well. Locals in small boats would come in. And try and sell items to you. The boat captain has instructed us not to engage with them because sometimes the quality is not as good. Oh baby. So the stage is all set for the cooking classes on board Sapphire Cruise. They're going to teach how to make Vietnamese style spring rolls, and also they plan to probably let us have some fruits Fruits are a major thing in this area. The watermelon, the pineapples are really sweet. So the tropical fruits are probably one thing which is a specialty of this region, and obviously the views that you see.
And so I know my mother to take my girlfriend. So before visit my family, I have to go to school to learn how to cook.
Behind me, the tender boat is again ready to take folks for another activity. It is kayaking this morning. Generally it's done in the evening and bride caves are done in the morning, but because of some tidal phenomena they decided to switch the order. So right now the boat is ready with all the kayaks hooked onto them to take us and let us have some more fun. Chalo. चलो चलो आर यू लाइकिंग इट चलो चलो आगे देख के चलो So we've checked out from our room at about 9:15. They asked us to check out early so that they have time to clean the rooms and for the next set of guests. And then they serve us brunch on the restaurant. So right now we are having brunch. So since we are vegetarian, they've been nice enough to cook us some vegetarian food. So we've got fried rice with vegetables. There's fried noodles with vegetables as well. There's a tofu curry, and there are fruits. Tropical fruits are very popular out here in Vietnam, so we're getting them in plenty, and they're pretty tasteful too. So let's dig in and enjoy our food before we end our cruise journey and move back to the tender boat for our return journey to the harbour. The tender boat is back to take us to the harbour. It's almost signing off from Sapphire Cruise.
our videos. Bye.